Hello, my friends. Welcome back. Once upon a time in a sun-drenched meadow filled with colorful flowers and swaying grass, there lived a little firefly named Flicker. Now Flicker loved the daytime. He'd zoom joyfully through the warm air, chase butterflies among the petals, and play hide-and-seek with his friends until the sun began to set. But as soon as the sky turned orange and pink, his heart would sink. His glow would dim, and his tiny wings would tremble. While the other fireflies lit up the night with their dazzling dances and twinkles, he would hide in a closed flower bud, too scared to come out. Oh, yes. Flicker was afraid of the dark. One evening, after the other fireflies had gone to sleep, Mama Firefly nestled beside Flicker in the flower bud. She asked softly, "Why do you hide away every night, my little light?" Flicker whispered back, "Because the dark is scary. I can't see what's out there. What if something tries to get me?" Mama Firefly smiled knowingly. She looked up at the sky filled with twinkling stars and said, "The dark is where the stars live. It's when our light matters most. You see, long ago the world was dark all the time. The animals couldn't find their way around. They couldn't find yummy berries to eat or safe places to hide. Then the first fireflies came. They were brave little lights who weren't afraid of the dark. They flew into the night and twinkled to show the other creatures where to find food, where to find shelter, and how to find their way home. That's why we fireflies light up the night, my dear. Our light helps others. And that makes us special." Flicker thought about this as he watched a family of hedgehogs trundle past, their spines glowing in the dark. Maybe there was a reason for him to fly in the night, too. The next night, Flicker's best friend Luma zipped over. Her light shimmered with excitement. "We're having the Midnight Glow Parade tonight. You have to come," she said. Flicker hesitated. I don't know," he whispered, afraid. "Oh, come on, Flicker," Luma said, tilting her head. "It'll be fun. We're gonna make the biggest, brightest heart shape in the sky. Please, please come." Now, Flicker didn't want to disappoint his friend. And besides, he had a new determination burning inside him. As the sun set, he told himself, "I'll go just for a little while. If it gets too scary, I can hide." So taking a big breath, he peeked out from his flower and fluttered into the darkening sky. The meadow was now a land of silver shadows. The moon floated high above, and tiny firefly lights sparkled like stars on earth. At first, Flicker lagged behind the others. He trembled and shook as he flew. Then suddenly, a strange sound came from the tall grass. Rustle, rustle. Flicker froze. His light flickered. Was it a monster? A big, scary beast that lived in the darkness? He wanted to run and hide, but his feet felt glued to the ground. Then out hopped a sleepy-looking bunny, munching on a clovers. "Oh," said Flicker, giggling nervously. "It's just a bunny. Maybe not everything in the dark was scary after all." Taking a deep breath, he followed the bunny and the other fireflies as they headed toward the center of the meadow. There, in the clearing, the parade was just beginning. Luma spotted Flicker and called, "Come on, Flicker. We're forming a heart shape in the sky. Hurry up." Slowly, very slowly, Flicker joined the others. His light grew stronger with every flap of his wings. Soon he was soaring through the night with the rest of the fireflies. They swirled and dipped, creating a glowing heart hundreds of feet across. And from high above, the view was spectacular. The meadow below was a sparkling wonderland. The tall grasses swayed like waves on the sea, and the fireflies dancing through them twinkled like stars fallen to earth. As Flicker flew, he spotted a small moth fluttering nearby. The little moth was trembling on a leaf. "Are you okay?" asked Flicker. The moth looked up. I'm trying to fly home," she whispered, nodding slowly. "But I'm lost and I'm scared. It's my first night flying alone." Luma zipped closer. "Don't worry, little moth. I'll fly with you." Taking Flicker's hand, she added, "And we'll help you find your way home." So the three friends soared together, and Flicker's glow lit the path for the little moth. As they flew, Flicker wasn't afraid anymore. He still felt a little nervous, but now he had hope. His light was helping someone else, and that made him feel brave. Before long, the moth spotted her cozy burrow between some leaves. Thank you so much," she cried, hugging Luma and Flicker. "You're welcome," said Flicker, smiling. He realized that the dark hadn't changed. He had. He was still afraid. A little, but now he knew how to shine through it. When they returned to the clearing, the other fireflies had gone to sleep. But Flicker wanted to fly a little longer. He thanked the night for helping him be brave and for showing him how to help others. Soon he spotted more little lights flickering in the meadow. They were the firefly children playing hide-and-seek. One little firefly separated from the group crawled up a blade of grass and called out, "I'm here. Find me, Mama." Flicker recognized the little firefly as one of his cousins, Sparky. He flew closer and whispered, "I'll help you look for Mama." Together they searched until finally, "There she is!" cried Sparky, spotting a firefly with twinkling eyes. Then Sparky and Flicker flew side by side as they watched the mother lead the other firefly babies back to their cozy homes in the flowers. As the first rays of sunlight touched the meadow, Flicker landed beside Mama Firefly. "I did it," he said, beaming. "I flew in the dark, and I wasn't alone." Mama hugged him with her glowing wings. "You were so brave, little light," she whispered. "And remember, no matter how dark it gets, our light matters most." That night, the fireflies sang a soft lullaby through the meadow. Shine through the dark little light in the sky. Bravery glows, even when you cry. Help those who need you. Light up the night. Your tiny flame can burn so bright. A gentle breeze blew, and Flicker looked up. One star twinkled especially bright, as if winking at him. Maybe the night had been cheering him on all along. From then on, Flicker flew every night, not without fear, but with hope. His glow became one of the brightest in the meadow. And every night before bed, he would tell the other fireflies his story. The little firefly who once feared the dark, but learned to shine. And so the years passed, and Flicker grew old. But his light never dimmed, and the memory of his bravery shone on in the hearts of every little firefly who dreamed of lighting up the night. And that's the end of the story. Now it's time to say goodnight. Glow. And remember, no matter how dark it gets, our light matters most. Sweet dreams, little ones. See you next time.